Hey guys, today I'm going to be installing a Trail Tech TTO gauge, cylinder head temperature gauge, 10 millimeter, and I got an extension. I'm not sure where I'm going to mount it yet. I might mount it here because I can see that when I'm riding. But this gauge is perfect. It tells you the head temperature on your Grom, so when you start big boring and tuning it, you can make sure that you're not running it too hot. Also, you can mount it, if you want to, you can mount it under your oil sensor here. This guy right here. And it'll tell you your oil temperature. So really handy. These are super cheap. I think they're like $40 on eBay. I think the extension's like 12 bucks or something. Highly recommend it. I'm going to show you guys how to install it. It's very easy. What you do is you take your spark plug cap off, and then you take your plug out and you pull the ring off the bottom of the plug. So give me 1 second. Okay, now I've got my plug out. And this little ring right here, as you can tell, that's what you want to take off. I know it's kind of hard to focus, but you'll have to take some needle nose and just keep pulling on it until you get it off, and I'll show you how. Alright guys, as you can tell here, I'm trying to get the focus. I took some snips and cut the end of this off, so now I can just take the needle nose and pull it off. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, it should look like this. Take it, put it in there, and you kind of want to get it where it'll lay flat. And I push the lip back a little bit, and I'm going to bend it down just a hair so I can get my socket around that. Alright, that's on. Now I'm going to tighten it. And remember, when you tighten these, I think it's not much, but I think the torque spec is like 18. I never go crazy with these. I just get them tight. I choke up on the wrench like this here, the socket, and I just turn it, and there it is. It's good enough for me. Alright, now, as you can tell, if I just run it around here and run it up here, I pretty much have enough room to mount this where I want. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to run it underneath here. And I might hook it. You know what? Let me show you what I'm going to do here. Sorry. Alright, so I'm going to run it up. I'm going to go through here. I don't know if you can see, it's kind of dark. There we go. I'm going to go through here. And then I'm going to pull it straight up. And plug it in, and I'm going to mount it right here. So this has already been cleaned. I've already cleaned that with alcohol. So what you do is you take your 3M double-sided sticky. Give me 1 second here. Alright guys, take your alcohol pad. Just kind of rough it up a little bit. That way you know you don't have any residue or anything. And then take the back of this sensor here. Flip it over. And just coat it as well. Let that dry. Give it a few minutes to dry. And then once it's dry, I'll show you how to attach it. Okay guys, so you take one side of that off. Now this part is a little tricky. Make sure you line up the reset hole. Press down firmly. This is if you ever need to reset it, like if it gets stuck or hung, you can reset it. Now let me see how this is. It's almost dry, as you can tell. Still got a little bit of a residue left on it. So I'm going to let that dry a little bit more. Push down flat on this. And then I wonder, I could put it right there, but then I'll have this wire running up to the front like that. Or I could mount it up here as well. I don't know. Or I could mount it up there. So, or I could mount it up here. I mean, there's a lot of mounting options here. So let me see. I don't know if I'm gonna put it there. I mean, it's a pretty good spot. I can still see it. So you can still see it if you're riding on it. So I don't know. Give me a few minutes. All right, guys. I went with that location. And they give you these too, so you can just put them in there to cover up the holes, just like that. And just like that. Now, take your sensor, plug it in, and it will tell you the exact temperature of your cylinder head. So right now it's 57. All right. And I'm going to start it up and show you how it works. Hadn't started in a while. Well, hell. Sorry, guys. Let me plug this back on there. Here we go. All right, you see how it warmed up? And it'll continue to warm up a little bit, however hot that head gets. Now, let's say 88 is as hot as it gets. It'll record that temperature, so when it's cooler than 88, it'll still flash the high temp of 88. And on these, I believe, I'm going to do some tuning, but I believe you want to keep this around 220 degrees. Right around there. You could probably get away with 240, but anything over 260, you'll start blowing the head gasket here. So I'm going to try for 220 just to keep it safe. And you can see it starting to cool back down. I'm going to go for a ride, and then I'll come back and let you guys know how hot it got on a wide open run of about 5 miles. Guys, I got to say that this engine is running very hot from the factory. All I did was install an exhaust, haven't touched the intake at all. But look at that, 406 degrees. That is extremely hot. I would not recommend that for long periods of travel. The engine starts getting heat soaked and it starts losing power after a time. So anyway, I'll keep you guys posted on what we're going to be doing. I just kind of zip tied that to the side there. I'll rerun it, make it look real nice one day. I'm just kind of leaving it on there for testing. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See ya.